Alright, and welcome back, my friends. Thank you for standing by. Thank you for allowing me a short break. Got some fresh coffee and ready to go for a while yet. We're going to continue our search for Mario. And Mario is Missing, a game that I've found to be surprisingly delightful. Hopefully you enjoyed Sparrow's new tune. We'll be hearing lots of that, I'm sure. Probably lean pretty heavily on it for the start and BRB music for a while. And then it'll be in the mix with the other fine music that Sparrow's created for us. And if you want to check out more from Sparrow, I think all the songs that I use here are on his SoundCloud page. And I know he's got at least a couple there that are not in the mix here. One of them, I think, is a Secret of Mana remix. The Frownie cameo, Cal says, yeah, that's the project. That's what Sparrow, he had me record that line for him during the stream last week. It's a bit, it's kind of flattering to have your voice used for a project. Alright, so I've got a password. Hopefully I took it down correctly. I immediately can't tell what the first letter is. I think it's R. R star F 0 3 P C. Fingers crossed. The password saved before the boss fight. Victory. I didn't even know this game was gonna have boss fights. I mean, not that it's much of a fight, but... Alright, so we cleared out an entire set of 5 rooms, and I think we go up here. Yeah. And we get a new set of 5 rooms, so ideally we'd clear out 5 more rooms tonight, right? We'll start from one end and work our way across. Okay, so first thing to do is try and figure out where we are. Why is the Arc de Triomphe closed today? I guess that puts us in France? Like the sign says, bud, the Eternal Flame was stolen, and we can't reopen until it gets returned. Here's a pamphlet with more information. You're going to learn that I do not know a lot about geography or the world. That's one of the things you gotta learn. Mile Hyrule, welcome in. Are you smart yet? Quite the opposite, Mile Hyrule. El Israel, welcome in. Oh, I'm sorry. We just finished with Wario Land 3 a few minutes ago. I mean, I'm not done with the game, but I am done with it for now. We will certainly be playing it again next week, but yeah, I'm sorry. It's your favorite Wario Land? I'm having fun with it. It's a good time. I do personally like Wario Land 2 a little more, but it's certainly a lot of fun. Some of the puzzles tonight were pretty good. I went through this series of I just went through this like series of rooms where I had to keep flipping switches to move a bunch of blocks around, and it was good. It had me scratching my head for a moment. I don't like that boss fight where you have to play soccer against the rabbit, and there's a turtle blocking the goal. I don't like that. I don't like that mini game. It is janky and frustrating. But everything else is real fine. I figured out some stuff about how the game works tonight that kind of like I had some mind-blowing epiphanies. It was good. That's probably, I think that's the only part of the game I would complain about so far. To say like that, to say that's a part that I really don't like, I think that's the only thing that I think that's the only thing I could point to. The Arch of Triumph was built by the architect Chalgrin on the orders of Napoleon. It honored the French Empire and the triumph of the French armies during the Revolution. Napoleon died before the structure could be completed in 1836. A small museum inside the arch commemorates both the history of the great general and the building itself. In 1920, the arch became the site of the tomb of the unknown soldier. Every evening at 6:30, a delegation from the Old Soldiers Association rekindles the tomb's torch. Alright, so we need the globulator. Make our way up to Europe. Is France really this far east in Europe? I think the proportions of this the proportions of this Europe may be a little off. Victory. How strange. So, if I want to pull up the map, you use the select button, but it only works when the mini-map is on the screen. If I have the mini-map on the screen, I press select, it does this. If I don't, I press select, select does nothing. That's very odd. But that's fine. I don't know why you would ever not want the mini-map on the screen. Hey, we got the flame! I like this game as a kid, Persephone says. It's one of the better edutainment games. I've been pretty happy with this game. I must say. I want to return the Eternal Flame. Go ahead and ask your questions. I'm prepared. When was the building complete? Oh no. 1836. Who is responsible for rekindling the torch at the tomb? The Old Soldiers Association. Alright, we got 1750 in the bank. One item returned. Get our photograph with the arch. Perfect. Another piece of order restored to the universe. It's a very wide Europe, Cal says. Thank you for the trophies. I went into this game with very low expectations, and I've actually been finding that I'm having a lot of fun with it. I mean, it's not much of a game in some ways, but it's definitely not terrible. In fact, it's kind of delightfully chill. Very relaxing quality to this game. Ah, we got a bell. Hi. Hey, can we speak? Where am I? The Seine is a river, Cherie, and winds and winds through 8 miles of gay Paris. What's this? The cathedral has 2 identical towers. That is used to ring the hours. Oh yeah, I forgot. Everyone speaks in rhyme. Or almost everyone. I love that everyone rhymes, Cal says. Alright. Why is the Eiffel Tower closed today? The tricolor was stolen. We can't reopen until it gets returned. Here's a pamphlet with more information. Eiffel Tower. The tower that has come to symbolize Paris was designed by Gustave Eiffel, an engineer. I didn't know it was named after the guy who designed it. I guess that makes sense. I never thought about it. The tower was built for the World's Fair in 1889. It is 1,050 feet high and built entirely of steel. 2.5 million rivets hold it together. The Eiffel Tower has its own post office, and letters posted there will bear its impressive postmark. Once the tallest building in the world, it is now dwarfed by the Empire State Building and Chicago's Sears Tower. I'm sure that... I don't know what the tallest building in the world currently is. I was going to say, I'm sure that there's taller buildings than those now, though. Look down. I have no idea how to say this. The Champs Elysees is like bicycle wheels. 12 avenues spread out right under your heels. I think it's something in Dubai currently, Cal says. I feel like Tiny Me would have been tickled with this game. Rhyming, fun facts, Yoshi. This game really does have everything. The biggest fact I know about it is that it's the biggest country in Europe now that the Soviet Union broke up. Too cool. That was rung by Quasimodo in the movie, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Alright. Let's get our pamphlet. Notre Dame bell was stolen. We can't reopen until it gets returned. Like saying Champs-Élysées. I'm gonna slaughter. I'm gonna absolutely slaughter a lot of the foreign language text in this game. Construction of King Louis IX's big project, the Cathedral of Notre Dame, Our Lady, began in 1163 and took 150 years to complete. Every detail of Gothic architecture was used in its design. Situated on the banks of the... I'm guessing that's the Isle of the City. Notre Dame can hold 9,000 people. The church is especially known for its huge rose-colored stained glass window. The window is illustrated with 80 pictures taken from the Old Testament. This is the home of lovable Quasimodo, the Hunchback from Victor Hugo's novel, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Is any of that didn't the Notre Dame Cathedral, didn't it burn down? So are any of these features, have they been restored? But the bell has been returned. I can at least say that. What does Notre Dame mean in English? Our Lady. How many towers does the cathedral have? I believe it said 2. Victory. Dude, I read half of Monte Cristo before I realized they were the same place. Never put the sound of the word to print. It burned, but I think it's in the restoration process currently. There's a huge fundraiser to fix it, Cows says. All right. we're down to the last turtle in town. That guy just disintegrated. Hey, it's the tricolor, aka the flag. Alright, let's return it. Let's hear these questions. For what occasion was the Eiffel Tower built? The World's Fair. I remember that. What is the Eiffel Tower made of? Steel and rivets, plaster and chicken wire, gold painted tin and nails, cardboard and bubble gum. I mean, even if you didn't know the answer, half of them are joke answers, and the other one is just confusing. Because, I mean, it's not... The Eiffel Tower's not gold, right? So... Not to backseat, but I'm pretty sure it's D, Cow says. You were so close, Cows. Well, it does look awfully gold in this picture here. Oh, but that's... Well, I don't know. I was going to say that's because of the rust. But I guess if it was steel... Well, I guess it wasn't made of stainless steel. I'm assuming it is rusted. An awful lot of bubblegum in that photo. Cardboard and bubblegum are strong. Alright, I think that's it. We're done with France. Thank you for the trophies, Cows. Oh, that's right, we get passwords. G X S C B 3 J. Let's go. I feel like that was like really quick. Hey, Derek Ocean, welcome in. Can't stay long, but still up for now. We're grateful to have you. Well, I mean, that's a cactus, and is this a pinata? Why is the Angel of Independence closed today? Like the sign says, the angel was stolen and we can't reopen until it gets returned. Here's a pamphlet with more information. The Zona Rosa, or Pink Zone, is at the exact heart of Mexico City's old district. In the Plaza de la Reforma, in the center of the zone, sits the Angel of Independence. The angel is a 150-foot golden cherub built to honor the heroes of the Mexican Revolution. Even the city's natives use the beautiful angel as a geographic landmark. Alright, well, let's get Get Yoshi over here. Victory. How's the game? I'm enjoying this game a lot, Derek. I think Mario's Missing is can be a lot of fun if you go into it with the right sort of expectations. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I've got to check something real quick. I don't know, you might not be able to hear it on your end, but I was listening. And if you listen, there's a light, like, percussive beat in the background that sounds kind of like... I thought the music changed when Yoshi showed up. I thought they added that percussive bit because it sounded like Yoshi hooves. But it's just there the whole time. The music is not dynamic. At least not in that way. I don't think it is in any way, but... oh well. It's a good tune, though. Work was bad today, Derek says. You're busy for a Monday. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully, hopefully you've gotten the worst of it out of the way for a smoother week to follow. How goes your Tears of the Kingdom journey? The game is so long, Grafnir says. Yeah, I'm still not up to doing any of the main story stuff. I found all the tears and all their, like, associated memories, but I did that a while ago. And I finished the journalism side quest. So those are, like, some kind of, like, pretty significant things that I've done recently. I still have to finish filling in the depths. I think my plan is kind of to fill in the depths, to find the last of the shrines, and then the kind of just bulldoze the story. I mean, I'm not gonna, like... I'm not gonna rush through it, like, to the point where, like, our enjoyment of it suffers, but I mean, I'm gonna do all the story pretty much back to back, though. But I'm still several hours away from all of that. Derek says, I finally watched the new Indiana Jones movie, and now I'm in the corner with my head down. I haven't heard a lot of good things about that one. I don't imagine... I doubt I'll ever get around to seeing it myself. Oh, 2 treasures back to back. That's everything, right? So what have we got? We've got don't know. It looks like a bird. I don't know what the middle thing is. I thought something was supposed to be an angel. I guess the thing on the left could be an angel, but it looks... I don't know. I don't know what the thing in the middle is at all. I can't make any sense of it. It looks like a bad AI render. And we've got some tablets of some sort. I don't know. Why is the Fine Arts Palace closed today? Oh, it's the Fine Arts catalog. The Fine Arts catalog was stolen. All right, let's read our pamphlet. The Fine Arts Palace on the main street, Juarez Avenue, used to be a royal palace. The palace was first turned into an opera house and finally an art museum. Admired for its elaborate architecture, the museum's vast collection represents Mexico's greatest artists, including Tamayo, Diego Rivera, and his wife, Frida Kahlo. Its official Spanish name is Palacio de... Is that Bellas Artes? The two L's in Spanish is usually like a Y sound, right? I don't think that would be Bellas Artes. I don't know. Alright, can we return the catalog? Museum used to be a royal palace. Diego Rivera's wife, Frida Kahlo. Victory. Photo time. Derek says I was so let down. It's a shame. It's a shame to hear. It's a shame to hear. Trust me, you're not missing much. Just stick to the first 3 movies. Yeah, it's kind of my plan. Cal says it's very hard to figure out those pixels. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at with those. Hafner says it's so difficult to juggle extensive games like Tears into a streaming schedule. I'd love to stream Starfield when it comes out, but the game is so massive I'd be playing it for months. Yeah, and see, that's the thing with Tears, it's such a huge game. Like, I'm really enjoying it, but yeah, it eats up a lot of the schedule time. I really prefer to play much more compact games on the stream. Hey, it looks like we have another raid coming in. Hey, there you are. One Up John, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Always a pleasure, my friend. I hope you are doing well. Tell us about your stream. What did you do tonight, and how did it go? Looks like Dino Crisis, if I am to believe the bot. And welcome to your friends, of course. We played Wario Land 3 at the start of the stream. It went really well. I've been chipping away at Wario Land for a while, and still have quite a bit to do, I do believe. Well, I definitely know I've got quite a bit to do, because I'm going for 100%. And I'm a long ways off from that, so it's a long journey yet in Wario Land. It's a really fun game. And tonight I finally discovered how one of the major obstacles in the game works. And how I've had the power to clear it away this whole time. So that's pretty mind-blowing. So it's gonna be good for our future. And now we're chilling out with some Mario's Missing. I'm really enjoying Mario's Missing. I thought this game was gonna be a jank disaster, and this game is a lot of fun. This game is just pure relaxation. One Up John says, attempted to play Dino Crisis for the first time. I didn't do so well. are you gonna leave it at that, or are you gonna stick with it a while yet? I've never played Dino Crisis. I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I know it's a PlayStation 1 game, and I always imagine it's kind of Resident Evil like, but I don't know. I've never really checked it out. Pookie says, just put some food, set my alarm for 3.5 hours from now. Gotta have a caffeine pill in reserve for immediately when I wake up. 3.5 hours is, that's not a lot of steam to run on. I hope that caffeine gets you through, Pookie. I'm enjoying this game, though. Yeah, I know this game has a really bad reputation, but I think if you go into it with the right expectations, there's a very pleasant, laid-back quality to this game. Why is the National Palace closed today? Oh. So the gold thing is the angel. So this other thing is the Diego Rivera mural? That's a mural? I guess. I don't know that piece of art. Good luck with your nap, Pookie Cow says. What up, John says, don't think I'll go back to it. Didn't care for it. Fair enough. I mean, I've certainly had my fair share of games that I just couldn't connect with on the stream. Caffeine pills and snort some pixie sticks for good measure. My friends used to do that in middle school. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Pookie. What games did you not connect with? I've seen you play pretty much everything to completion. I am a pretty... I mean, I have a pretty good track record of that. I do like to take everything we play to the credits for the most part, but there are a handful. We abandoned The Wonderful 101. I played that for several nights, but I was frustrated. I was not getting into that game, and the chat wasn't really digging it, so I did abandon that one. We also abandoned a game called Them's Fighting Herds, which that game's really mixed because it's kind of like half adventure game, half fighting game, and I really liked the adventure game stuff, but I was miserable at the fighting game stuff, and so we abandoned that one too. So those are two that we did abandon. I kind of unofficially abandoned a few other things just by kind of forgetting about them. Dragon Warrior Monsters, that was the case with that game. There have been a few others that I haven't really officially abandoned, but I haven't picked them up for a while, like Tasmania on the Super Nintendo. We did sample a few games that I never went back to as well. The Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes was one, and there was a Legacy of Kain game that we played a little bit of. But those weren't things that I set out. We were doing a different project back then, where I would try and sample viewer requests. We don't really do that anymore because it kind of inflates the schedule too much, but those are some other ones I didn't really connect with. Connecting has nothing to it has nothing to do with taking it to completion with Frownie Cow says. Well, you know. All right, let me actually enjoy this hydrate. Thank you for that. Thank you, Pookie. I've never snorted pixie stick. I didn't really think you were serious about it, Pookie, but you did remind me that, yeah, some of my friends when I was in middle school like to do that for whatever reason. I was never bold enough to try it. Played the Wonderful 101 demo on the Wii U, didn't care for it, so skipped the re-release. I really wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it, but I don't like the big enemy and like boss like set pieces. They're very quick time event feeling, and there's just so many scenarios where I get trapped in a battle and just have no idea what the game expected of me. I just could not for the life of me read what it wanted me to do, and it would be very frustrating. My cousin made me laugh vanilla pudding with crushed M&Ms in it, and yeah, that burned. I'm gonna disappear for now, though, Pookie says. Adios. Thank you for being here, Pookie. I hope that you sleep well, and I hope tomorrow goes smoothly for you. Good luck with picking up that furniture. Alright, so let's learn about the Diego Rivera mural. Or the National Palace. The explorer Cortez convinced Mexico to build the National Palace. Inside is a painting by Diego Rivera, one of Mexico's most famous artists. He is especially well known for his political murals, in particular for the 1,200 square foot painting, The Epic of the Mexican People in Mexico City's National Palace. The wall painting took the artist and his 16 full-time assistants 16 years to complete. The painting depicts Mexico's exciting political history. Alright, let's try and turn it in. The mural took 16 years to complete. Rivera is known for his political, funny, violent, colorful murals, so I guess it'd be political. Victory. Alright, now let's see if this makes a... Hey, alright, so I guess it was the night when we had the mural as an item. I guess it was like a piece of the night that was showing up in the box. I could not, for the life of me, figure out what this was supposed to be. This looks great. Like, this I could understand. The icon, I could not at all. It makes more sense with more pixels, yeah. I thought it was a weird little cherub statue in the tiny view, Cow says. I thought maybe that's what it was going to be. Edutainment, one of John says. Yeah, so it's kind of an annual tradition in the middle of August to do a stream that I title Back to School and play some edutainment games. And last year we played Sesame Street on the NES and all of the like Mario preschool games on the Super Nintendo. And so this year we played a bunch of Sesame Street games on the Game Boy Color, and we started Mario is Missing, but this is a big game, so we're continuing to roll through it. But in mid to late August, I like using back to school time as an excuse to play some edutainment. Not that I really need an excuse, because I play trash like this all the time anyway, but it's fun to pretend like it's a special event, right? Frownie, give me the energy to keep going. When I need energy, Persephone, I usually do what a lot of people do and lean pretty heavily onto the coffee pot. All right, and we actually have the other item too, right? The angel, so we can run that back to where it goes. Do the third intersection, it looks like. 1, 2, 3. Let's talk to this doctor guy. Show some respect for the glorious Aztec who settled what is now the largest city in the world. The angle is that the angel was built to honor revolutionary heroes. I'm not really hunting down every piece of dialogue from every character, but if I pass somebody, then I usually stop to see. Don't you know? It's the Ciudad de Mexico. The Reforma looks deformed without the Angel of Independence. Feel free to replace it. Will do. Cows is offering some energy palms to Persephone. Alright, so I think we already read the thing. The Zona Rosa is Spanish for the pink zone. The angel honors heroes of the Mexican Revolution. Again, like a lot of these, like the bogus answers are so obviously bogus. That looks a lot more like an angel in this picture, too. It looked more like a bird before. Alright, that's another victory, my friends. City secured. New password. G6 9 D V D. I guess that's a 2. It's either a 2 or a Z. I'm gonna guess it's a 2. Alright, we got 3 more cities. Master Tuesday, welcome in Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. I like this interpretation of this music. Thank you for the wheel, Tuesday. We'll give that a spin. I meant to do this. The wheel has chosen toxic waste candy. Let's go. These are pretty sour. They come in a cute little barrel. They're very similar to Warheads, but I don't know. I was surprised. I was surprised the last time I had one. It was more sour than I thought it was going to be. And we get the lemon flavor. I'm just taking whatever's on top. And yeah, it is. I figured yellow had to be lemon. I don't think we've had the lemon yet. Toxic waste is rough, one up John says. Alright. I like these sour candies. They are quite abrasive, but I like them. This one looks larger than normal. This is a really big candy. Ooh. Wow. Wow. That almost looks as bad as the sunflower seeds. No, not at all. Not at all. Famous quotes immediately before disaster. Frownie. Candy. It's good. It's good. It's mostly worn off. Now it's just like a regular, like, sour lemon candy. It's pleasant. Mostly pleasant. Alright, let's see where we are. Where am I? I don't like to be bossy, but can't you recognize an Aussie? We're in Australia? Master Tuesday comes to town and we are immediately in Australia? So we're either in Perth or Sydney. Let's say Sydney. Victory! I'm secretly a cameo in the game. Wait a moment. Do we need to play it like this? Is this how it should be? Until we leave Australia? Why is the Sydney Opera closed today? The Sydney Opera sheet music was stolen. We can't reopen until it gets returned. I'm not really going to do that to us. It's a funny idea, but I think it's a bit too annoying. So the sheet music was stolen. Sydney's Opera House has become the most well-known landmark in the city. Most people remark that it looks exactly like a boat under full sail. A contest was held to design the Opera House. People from all over the world submitted plans A young architect from Denmark was chosen. Because of problems with the construction, the architect unhappily left the project before it was completed. The theater is built on Bennelong Point, named for an Aborigine, Australia's native people. I figured that was the word Aborigine, but I've never seen it in print. I didn't know how it was spelled. The ending of the word threw me off. Alright, so sheet music. No, don't go that way. I mean, it doesn't really matter, except... No, this is fine. It's the world's 6th largest country, but you can also count on it being the smallest continent. My dum-dum self almost gave me a stroke trying to read that upside down, Cow says. Well, see, that's all the more reason for me to not leave it upside down, because it would only be upside down for you guys. I don't play off of the capture. And I'm not going to go over there and turn my CRT upside down. Why is the Taronga Zoo closed today? The koala was stolen. The koala is a world-famous symbol of Australia. Contrary to popular belief, koalas are not bears, but marsupials. The country down under is the only place in the world where the small, cuddly animals can be found. The Taronga Zoo has its own landing wharf to receive the ferry boat, which brings visitors from Sydney, a 25-minute ride away. The zoo is the nearest place to the city where tourists and Australians can see the koalas and other animals unique to this country and continent. The candy suddenly became sour again. I think it has more of the sour powder in its center, in the core. I wasn't expecting a second wave. Oh my. Hey Conga, welcome back. The PC version's music is so good. Same as in this game, but really nice midis. I'm already, I'm enjoying this version of the music. Hey, there it goes. The shout out link did not want to work there. Thank you for the raid, Angelus. Welcome in. Always a pleasure, my friend, to have you with us. How did your stream go tonight? Looks like you're playing Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. I feel like that's supposed to be one of the better games, right? Hey, Turbo Ganger, what popular belief exists that koalas are bears? The popular belief that is the result of telling kids it is true? Fate of Atlantis, my favorite game, Conga says. I got to Atlantis, Angela says. Be finishing it off next Tuesday. Very nice. I hope you've been enjoying it. I was wondering, Kong. I was going to ask you that. I feel like I've asked you that before. If you meant that I feel like it's come up before, and I asked you if it's your favorite game or your favorite Indiana Jones game. You like it even better than Ghostbusters on the C64? That's some pretty high praise. That's some pretty high praise, as we all know. Easily best indie game. Alright, so we're looking for sheet music, and we're looking for a koala. So we played Wario Land 3 earlier tonight, and it went really well. Made lots of progress. And we're playing Mario's Missing for the rest of the night. We're on... I'd like to do 5. I'd like to finish this set of 5 cities tonight. This is the 3rd. We're on 3 of 5. So we'll be going for a little while yet. But probably not terribly late tonight. There's the sheet music. I would guess at the pace we've been moving, we'll probably be going for about another half an hour. I was going to finish the game off this Tuesday, but it's kind of long already. Felt better to finish it off next Tuesday. Fair enough. Alright, so people say the opera house resembles a blueberry Danish. A sailboat? When did the opera house open? Oh no! $1968. I was wrong. Alright, let me read my homework again real quick. No wonder I didn't know. It's not in here. Alright, so we've got to... The information actually isn't in the pamphlet. I didn't forget it. I wasn't ever told. So now we've got to go talk to some people. Alright, we already got that piece of dialogue from him. What's this? You scored. That's from the Opera House. Opened in 1973 on Bennelong Point. Well, there's the information we needed. We didn't have to go far for that at all. The Opera House is built on an Aborigines home, Sydney Beach, Bennelong Point. That's it. And it opened in 73. Victory! This is going to be my first time finishing the game, Angela says. I was able to get to Atlantis back in the day, but never beat it. Right on. Atlantis is very tricky, Conga says. Yeah, this is Super Nintendo Mario is Missing. We started it up last week on Monday last week, and I actually really enjoy it. I have always heard terrible things about it, but I find this game to be very relaxing, very sort of mellow but upbeat time. And I think if you go into it knowing what to expect, I think that it's a really fun game. It's a very chill game, I keep saying. Yeah, their criteria for returning stolen goods is odd. Extremely odd. Yeah, the authentication process does not make any sense to me at all. I just found both of the things we need back to back. How is that? Tell me about the koala. That's a tree-dwelling marsupial, and he eats eucalyptus. You can ferry to the zoo, or put him on the bus. Alright, and the other one's a surfboard? Sydney Siders are avid surfboard riders. They cover... Bandies? 75,000 square feet of white sand every week. I guess that's Bondies. The font is, throws me for a loop sometimes. Alright, let's try and return the koala. Never played this game, but I did play Mario's Time Machine as a kid. I rented Mario's Time Machine. It was a terrible experience. I did not understand what it was or what to do. I remember I was playing the level... I tried playing the level with Sir Isaac Newton. And I didn't understand... Like, I found that, like, homework sheet that you have to fill in the blanks. And I didn't understand that you were supposed to get the information by interacting with characters in the game. And so, like, I had a World Book Encyclopedia, and I was trying to read the article about Isaac Newton to find the answers. It was awful. It's true, Tuesday says. Bondi is always packed. Well, I would never suspect that Mario would give us misinformation. Yeah, Bowser has decided to go the Carmen Sandiego route and steal priceless artifacts, Angela says. Alright. Koalas can be found in any zoo in the world. I think that's probably true, right? Or, you know, maybe not every zoo, but a lot of them. But I think only in Australia is the answer they want. The zoo can be reached from Sydney by... Well, I guess it can be reached by ferry. Didn't we also hear something about a bus? And technically, I mean, I'm pretty sure that a helicopter would also get you there. I like kangaroo ride, though. Alright, victory. That koala looks furious. Koalas are always, like, depicted as being, like, cute and cuddly. This guy looks ferocious. I mean, he looks deadly. Look at those sharp claws. I'm gonna have nightmares. If you're friendly enough, maybe the kangaroo will give you a ride. Alright, Bondi Beach. The surfboard from Bondi Beach was stolen. Australia, because it is both a continent and a country, has thousands of miles of coastline. Two of the most popular beaches near Sydney, I kind of feel like those should have been switched. Because it's both a country and a continent, has thousands, I don't know. I feel like the word continent should have been closer to the idea of coastline. Two of the most popular beaches near Sydney are famous around the world. Both Manly and Bondi beaches are popular as great surfing beaches, but Bondi is perhaps the better of the two. Thousands of beach enthusiasts gather at Bondi every year to watch the Australian Surfing Championships. Bondi is the better of the two. Rip Manly Beach. Alright, surfboard returned. Surfers seem to like Bondi Beach more than Sharks Are Us. Manly Beach. About how long is Bondi Beach? 75,000 square feet. Victory. I see Nintendo didn't do enough research. That is actually a camouflage drop bear, Tuesday says. They do have claws like that, though. They also have two thumbs. This picture is giving me flashbacks to California games on the C64. That is obviously false, Cal says. No one likes anything more than Sharks Are Us. Alright, another city successfully secured. Let me see if I can find the pipe that gets us home. Go right, and up, and right. Alright. 7, 3, K, F, B, N, X. Cal says, well, friends, I'm going to be heading off to bed. Good night, cows. It has been great having you around, as always, my good friend. I hope that you sleep well. Hopefully I'll get to see you tomorrow. The plan for tomorrow is Tears of the Kingdom. Wish me luck with whatever I mentioned before. I think we're having some kind of plumbing problem again. I hope it's just our faucet needs to be repaired, but it looks like it could be our water heater starting to leak. I'm terrified to investigate what is going on over there. So, fingers crossed and wish me luck on that. If things go really badly, I may have to miss tomorrow night's stream, but we're going to hope for the best. Hopefully I'll make it and we can do Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. Yeah, I'm always having plumbing problems. We had tree roots before and another pipe. I am eternally plagued by plumbing problems. Thank you for the good luck wishes, cows. And good night, my friend. Two more cities to secure tonight. Hotel Esplendito. I mean, I would guess we're in Spain. Well, we're in a Spanish-speaking country. I guess that I can't really assume we're in Spain just yet. Madrid or Barcelona. I'm gonna just roll the dice, though, and... Oh, I was wrong! Alright, let's get some more intel before I... take your sweater. It gets Chile as you head toward the Pacific Ocean. Are we in Chile? Oh no, we're not. I would be real bad. I would be real bad at that GeoGuessr game, right? On South America's east coast, Buenos Aires harbor gives Argentina a reason to boast. Well, I was just burned by Chile. Hey, there we go. Nice. So we're in Argentina. I'm not too proud to admit that, to my great embarrassment, I was so thrilled to see what looked like Spanish written on one of the buildings in the background that I did momentarily forget that there are countries other than Spain where Spanish is the primary language, and that's why I was so quick to try and run there. I'm a disaster. Only Perth and Sydney for Oz. I'm surprised they didn't do some other landmarks, like Eggs and Bacon Bay, or Boing Boing, or Nowhere Else, or Well, It Wasn't There Last Year Cave, or Wooloo Mooloo. I think the country that gets the most representation is Russia. If I remember correctly, I think Russia has 4 cities on the map. Moscow. Oh. Omsk. Irkutsk. Anadir, yeah. Russia gets 4. Oh no. The US gets 4 as well. I thought the US only got 3 because I was only paying attention to the continental US. I didn't go up here and check Alaska before. So last time we played this, I was like, wow, Russia got more cities than the US. But actually they're the same. No representation for Wisconsin, naturally. But there's a whole... Oh, yeah. Well, look at that. I didn't check for Hawaii. Look at that. I was wrong. US has the most representation. It's right there in front of me. Welcome in, Dragon Repairman. Excellent name. Hope you are well, and thank you for joining us. Alright, but back to where we're really supposed to be. Argentina. Oop. Dead serious. All of those are genuine place names in Oz, Tuesday says. I believe you. I've even heard of I think Sparrow mentioned Wooloo Mooloo one night. Why is the obelisk monument closed today? The stone was stolen. The obelisk monument in downtown Buenos Aires honors the 400th anniversary of the founding of Argentina's capital city. 400th anniversary. Built in 1910 and made of stone, it was designed to look like the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. The obelisk is very tall and can be seen from most of downtown. A small door on the monument side allows visitors the unique opportunity to climb an obelisk. A staircase inside brings visitors to the top, where they can look out onto the Plaza de Republica and view the entire city. 1910. Alright, I don't have anything to turn in yet, though. Oop. So, stone goes to the obelisk. Oh, is it the stone? That looks like... Looks like it might be a rosary. Espanol is the national language in Buenos Aires. The text, it doesn't... Isn't it supposed to be a... Isn't there supposed to be a tilde over the N in Espanol? They didn't have that in the font? What is this? That's an interesting old gaucho tool and belongs in the Jose Hernandez Gaucho Museum. I was completely wrong about what the object we found was. Why is the Teatro Colón closed today? The thing that I found is a Boleadoras. Oh, is it like a, oh, it's like a... It's like a lasso, I think. I don't know. I'm too dumb to play this game. Let's see. The flute was stolen. The Teatro Colón is considered one of the world's most beautiful opera houses. There are a lot of opera houses in this game. It is also famous for its wonderful acoustics or sound system. It was built in 1908. The stage can hold 600 performers and is larger than one city block. The theater is very fancy with its huge chandeliers, red and gold box seats, and soft red upholstery. Besides opera, the Colón is home to the National Ballet and National Symphony companies. You know, I really can't stand chandeliers. Chandeliers are, to me, just the worst thing. Because when I see a chandelier, all I see is an opportunity to bang my head. Hey, title, welcome in. Is that a real newspaper article? Better yet, it's an informative pamphlet for tourists. We should talk to this guy. Oh, we already heard that. I've heard cows are glad gauchos don't use them anymore. That one came from the Gaucho Museum. I mean, I guess, like a B+ for effort on the pun, but like a C- for execution. Hey, we finally found another thing. What is this? Teatro Colón was built in 1908. That flute is instrumental to the symphony orchestra. Now see, that's way better. The flute was instrumental. Those are some great, that's a grade A pun right there. Well done. Let's see what he says about the mystery tool. What's this? It is a lasso. Finding that old lasso is quite a relief. Argentina is famous for its cows and for beef. They are important. Frownie's a harsh judge. Execute the pun maker, Derpelganger asks. Is Mario talking about our friend cows? I do believe. The best puns are subtle, the worst ones deserve punishment, like that one. Alright, so the Gaucho Museum, the Boleadoras was stolen. Gauchos are Argentina's version of cowboys. Boleadoras, Y-shaped lasso with leather-covered stone balls at one end, was the gaucho's most efficient herding tool. In the 1700s, the gaucho lived in the fields with his herds. He mostly traveled the Pampa plains while riding extremely fast horses, imported from the Spaniards. The gaucho used the boleadoras to trip the bulls and cows in his herd, causing them to fall. Oh my. Once on the ground, he could brand or butcher the cattle without help. Such violence. Alright, let's try and turn this in. What is the American version of a gaucho? A cowboy. What is a boleadoras made of? Leather and plastic and styrofoam. Leather and stones. Victory. If this is like a museum display, I guess this is like a wax figure of a guy. Alright, so we've got that. We've also got the flute. One more turtle to stomp. Hey, now we have the other thing. What was the other thing? The stone. Let's see what the doctor says about the stone. Well, he won't talk to me. There we go. When they used that to build the obelisk, Argentina's capital was already 400 years old. That's me, Mile Hyrule says. Alright, let's see. That's part of a tall monument to Buenos Aires. Climb it outside, and it might be scary. Okay, and about the flute, you can say... Hey, the lute, that flute must go back to one of the world's best opera houses. Isn't it cute, that flute? It's from the home of ballet, symphony, and opera. You have a stone from the obelisk. You can climb it inside if you wish. Alright. Flute. Returned. Why is Mario green? All the traveling about has made him a bit seasick. Which group does not perform at the Cologne? Well, I guess that would be... You know what? I don't know. Ballet troupe, opera company, tango dancers? I don't remember hearing anything about them. I was right. When was it built? 1908? Victory. Photograph acquired. We're moments away from securing yet another city. Guess we can hear one more fact about the stone. Monumental detective work. That missing stone made a hole in the obelisk monument. That didn't even give me a fact. Alright, here's your stone back. What does the obelisk honor? The founding of Buenos Aires. What could a visitor do inside the obelisk? Get a haircut, eat a meal, climb the staircase. Alright, let's go. After playing Fate of Atlantis, I have the indie theme stuck in my head, Angela says. That sure is an obelisk. Looks nice. That was worth getting our picture taken with. I played Mystical Ninja starring Goemon today, Mile Hyrule says. I haven't played through a Goemon game yet, but I would like to play through Goemon's Great Adventure on the N64. That game's been on my to-do list for a while. J star 0 star V B D. All right, one more city tonight. No, I wasn't trying to go up. I was trying to talk to that doctor. It looks like we're probably like in Greece would be my guess. This guy refuses to talk to me. Beware of Greeks bearing gifts, is what they used to say. I don't believe it applies today. Alright, is there... Athens. Victory. I love the sky in the background. It's kind of a rough gradient, but I like the colors that they chose. There's some pretty delightful pastels. I think when the new Indiana Jones movie comes to Disney Plus, Angela says, I'll play the Indiana Jones trilogy for Super NES. I heard it's a good game that captures the feeling of the first 3 movies. I've heard it's good. I haven't played it yet myself. Alright, why don't we prioritize all the, looks like all the information booths are kind of clustered really close together. So I think I'm going to prioritize picking up the treasures first, and then we'll go turn them all in back to back. Oh, we already found a treasure. What did we get? Looks like that's probably a shield. Hey, we got everything. We got a statue, a shield, and a piece of a column, it looks like. Where am I? Let's get loose and party with Zeus. He may be home on Olympus. I guess it's hit or myth. Oh my. That's pretty good. A caryatid? It should be called a carry a roof because that's what they do. I can't even carry a tune. Oh my. That plaque, it's a plaque. That plaque says, this is Athens. Its twin says, what that one doesn't. It's Doric. I remember that from the columns in my history book. It goes on the Parthenon. Welcome to Athens, Greece. That is... Zorba was here, but left for the Acropolis. That column's place will be obvious. It's near the Great Acropolis. That's a plaque from the west side of Hadrian's Gate. Perhaps your brother is stuck in Hadrianopolis. The missing caryatid. Carry her back to the Erechtheion? I don't know how to say that. Her full support is needed. Good on them for double duty and one pun. Very efficient. It's a 1-2 punch. Superwoman has nothing on her. 6 of those hold up the Erechtheion's roof. I wish I knew how to read. His arch divided the city into 2. Greeks got one of those plaques, and the Romans did too. They just rhyme the word two with the word two. What is this? 46 of those hold up the Parthenon's canopy. I hope the remaining 45 can do the job. Well, I mean, this one is broken, so even if I return it, it's not going to do any good at actually holding the thing up, right? Oh my goodness, we're going to get all the dialogue. I'm passing all the characters. The Parthenon is the peak of classical architecture. That is a piece of the peak. That brass is from the gate built in 131 AD to divide Athens from Hadrianopolis. The caryatid is losing face from acid rain, but 2,000 years outside might well explain. I suppose so. I also missed a piece of dialogue from the guy one up here. I didn't ask where we were. Where am I? It's extremely easy. This nation is the southernmost country in Europe. It amazes me the people of this world are kind of unfazed by a guy riding a dinosaur. After they saw the Koopas, they were probably like, whatever. Good point, Angelus. Alright, here we go. We are actually going to get all the dialogue. We haven't gotten all the dialogue in any of the cities yet. Just as it happens, I'm an expert on Athens. If you have any questions, keep asking. She'll want to go back to the porch of the Erechtheion. 5 of her sisters await her. Take a cab to Hadrian's Arch and put the plaque back, Jack. The hill has 4 buildings with columns, but at 36 feet high, this can only belong to one of them. Alright, well, we know everything about Athens now. I haven't bothered getting all the dialogue out of all the characters because before I figured out how the game worked, I messed up one of the cities by turning in an object before I talked to everyone, so I was like, we just won't worry about that. And I've just really been just prioritizing getting the dialogue from whatever characters I happen to wander by. But it does feel nice to fill in one entire chart. Alright, Hadrian's Arch. Why is it closed? The brass plaque was stolen. The Roman Emperor Hadrian commissioned the building of the ornate arch. The arch separates the ancient city of Athens from the Roman city he built there, Hadrianopolis. The arch, made from pure white marble, was completed in 131 AD and resembles the French Arc de Triomphe. 2 brass plates affixed to the arch say it all. On the west face, the inscription reads, "This is Athens, the ancient city of Theseus," while on the east face, the inscription reads, "This is the city of Hadrian, and not of Theseus." It seemed that... I don't know, something about that wording. Alright, let's turn in the plaque. For whom did the name of the arch and... Did they name the arch and the new Roman city? Hadrian. The arch is made of... Oh, I thought it was made of brass. Oh no, that's the plate. The arch is made of marble? Victory. I don't see any plaques on this arch. The Parthenon. The column was stolen. The Parthenon was built to honor Athena, goddess of Athens, who gave Greece's capital city its name, Athens. The Parthenon was erected between 447 and 438 BC by the same architects who built the Acropolis. The temple is famous for its quantity of Doric columns. There are 8 columns on both ends and 17 along each side. An enormous statue of the goddess once stood in the Parthenon's Great Hall. She was 39 feet high, her hands and face made from ivory. Her dress was 2,205 pounds of pure gold. That's a lot of gold. Alright, let's turn the column back in. Which of the 3 types of Greek columns is best represented? Ionic, Doric, Ironic, round. I mean, we've only heard of Doric columns. Parthenon was built to honor Athena. Alright, and last one. The caryatid was stolen. All these words are very difficult for me. The Erechtheion temple's floor plan is very complicated. It was built to include many earlier temples that once stood on the same site. Over the centuries, the temple has been a church, a palace, a harem, and a storehouse for the Greek military. Its most famous feature is the Porch of the Caryatids, a deck supported by 6 columns which resemble young girls. Each caryatid stands 5 feet 5 inches high. The girls' dresses look like the columns they replace. The caryatids are copies. The originals were removed to protect them against pollution. Alright, let's return this. Each caryatid had a lovely face. What are they meant to replace? So why are the questions now written in rhyme? Columns? The original caryatids were removed to protect them from pollution. never heard of this place before. Alright, but that's a victory. Computer's even all filled in. I don't know how to get out of the thing. So, back to the pipe. Is that take the Fortuchnik? Welcome, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful night. You've kind of caught us sort of right at the end of the stream. I'm afraid to let you know. I'm happy to have had you join us, but I might be about to let you down a little bit. Password K ** 2NWY. So that password is going to be where we're going to pick up with this next time, or next, next Mario's Missing session. We'll go ahead and do this boss fight just for good measure, even though we're apparently going to have to redo it. Victory. Yeah, and this room is not also different from the ones we've seen before. So next time we play Mario's Missing, we'll take out these 5 rooms, 5 more cities. This game's been a lot of fun. But this is where we're going to wrap up for tonight, my friends. This is a good stopping point. So we're going to be done with the game here for tonight, and done with the stream, actually. Thank you for being here with me, my friends. Again, apologies. I'm sorry if you've just come in and we're right at the end. I don't like doing that to people, but unfortunately, that's just the way it's lined up tonight. I'm planning to be back most nights this week. Like I mentioned, I am having some plumbing problems. So it is possible I'll have to cancel a stream kind of at like the last moment if dealing with that isn't going so well. If I don't end up canceling anything, the schedule is there in the chat for you, what I plan to do this week. Tomorrow night's supposed to be Tears of the Kingdom. It'll just be the one game for the whole stream, and then Wednesday we'll be retro again with Super NES Aladdin. I'm going to try to route the 100% run of Aladdin. Gonna find all the rubies, hopefully. So that might be kind of a slow night. I might be doing a lot of resetting and putting in the password, but I'm gonna try and find all the rubies blind and know where they are, so I can try and do a deathless 100% run of Aladdin at some point. And after we worked on that for a while, Altered Beast in the second part of the stream. So that's what's happening in the immediate future. Again, if I don't show up one of those nights, it's going to be just because my plumbing has made me pull my hair out and has eaten up my time and energy too badly. But I'm going to try my best to be here. If I do have to cancel, I'll let you know in the Discord, as always. If you're not in our Discord and would like to join, just send me a whisper, and I'll whisper you an invite link. Anyone who is interested is welcome to join us there. It's not a super active server, but it does give you an opportunity to keep a little more up to date with what's going to happen, and keep in touch with other regulars when the stream isn't live. thank you for the follow, Dragon Repairman. Very kind of you to come on board with us. Hey, Scrollock, welcome in. You're actually here right at the end of the stream, Scrollock. I gotta let you know, I'm about to raid out. This is the Super Nintendo version of the game. Yeah, sorry to do that to you. I do appreciate you dropping in. But it is unfortunately not the greatest timing. We will play more the games we worked on tonight, Wario Land 3 and Mario's Missing. They'll be on the schedule again next week, probably early in the week. As you can see there, we kind of have a lot of games going on right now. The schedule's kind of ballooned a little bit, and now I don't really have a lot of space for more than one session a week for each game. So I'm gonna try not to start anything new up for a while, and well, I do have one thing I kind of have to do soonish, but we're gonna try and get some of these knocked out. I'm gonna send us in the direction of Grumpy Henna. She's a really friendly streamer, has a really great stream, does a variety of things. She does retro games sometimes. She does a lot of Stardew Valley. Currently, she's working on LA Noire, though, which is a game I'm not actually very familiar with, and probably a very different change of pace from what we were just viewing. But it's a pretty cozy stream that she runs over there, so it's a good place to go to unwind. Might be a little bit louder on her end than it is on mine, and it's not as strictly family friendly a stream, so there you might hear some language over there, just a heads up. But I would encourage you to come along, my friends. Thank you for being here with me tonight. One last time before we head out, I always appreciate you. I hope I'll get to see you again real soon. Be well until that happens. We are all out of things to do for tonight, though. It is time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.